At OSU, the Honors College is a way we set aside some opportunities for top students who want to excel in academics as well as other things. In many ways, what we say, we take a large research university and turn it into a small college in terms of class size, opportunity for interaction with professors from the very first day of your freshman fall semester, and opportunity to do research at the end to complete an honors college degree. One of the questions we get is, why should I do honors? It isn't going to ruin my grade point average and all that. There are a number of advantages. One certainly is small classes. Our maximum is 22, some are as small as 12 or 15, all taught by regular faculty members who are experienced and known as outstanding undergraduate professors. Another thing is the opportunity to use the Honors Study Lounge in the library. We have our own computer lounge and study area. We have special honors advising, which means students have two advisors, an academic advisor in their college or department, and an honors advisor in our office. The myth out there that we have to worry about a little bit, not only at OSU but nationally, is that honors means more difficult. We're just going to double the workload and make it harder to get a grade. And that simply is not the case. Honors at the university level means different. It means a lot more engagement, it means more interaction with the professor, but it does not mean more difficult. In fact, university policy says that grading in honors is not designed to be more difficult. A different type of process goes on. And we track the data every year, and year after year after year, 93 to 95% of the students in honors courses earn grades of A's and B's, and a lot more A's than B's. So we'd like to kind of put that myth to rest very early on. To get the Honors College degree at OSU, it requires 39 honors credit hours with a 3.5 grade point average. Those are some of the most demanding requirements in the country. And yet, between 70 and 80 students each year earn an honors college degree. So it's certainly doable, and it doesn't require a lot of extra credit hours. It shouldn't require any extra credit hours on your degree. You start off with what we call the General Honors Award, most of which is based on general education courses. That's 21 honors credit hours. You do honors in your major, and that's called either Departmental or College Honors Award, depending on your undergraduate college. That's 12 upper division honors credit hours, including a senior thesis, and then a few additional hours or community service or study abroad to get to a total of 39. The senior thesis sounds more intimidating than it is, yet we have a couple file cabinets full of them in the Honors Study Lounge. You can come in and take a look at some honors theses. It's much less scary after you've looked at a couple, because most times students say, well, I can do that. Well, sure you can, because you get to work individually with two professors to pick a project, work on them, have their support all the way through 1 or 2 semesters as you work on it. And typically you earn 3 credit hours, so it's like a course, an independent study course, where you can pick a topic and go out and do it on your own. And we're told that both graduate schools and employers find that very impressive. You come up with a project, you've carried it through, you can write it up, and you can give a public presentation about it, all of which demonstrates that you're a self-starter who can use words and convey information both in writing and verbally, and that's something employers and graduate schools want to see. Realize as an incoming freshman that college is your first full-time job that's going to determine an awful lot about the rest of your life. If you take a 15-hour credit load, we professors say you should be studying a couple hours a week outside of class. Well, even with my limited powers of mathematics, that's a 45-hour work week before you start doing anything else. And that's where your priority has to be if you're going to be successful. Does that mean you can't do anything else on campus? Of course not. Just like anyone who has a full-time job can't also participate in all sorts of other things. But you have to manage your time on your own, because if you do not manage your own time, somebody else will manage it for you. And before long, you will find you're not being as successful as you would like. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You know, professors want to help, but we're not mind readers. We don't know if you don't understand something. Oh, I suppose if I'm teaching a class and half of the class is glassy-eyed and falling asleep, I'm probably not making my point. But short of that, if the individual student doesn't understand something, you need to tell us and let us try to help you get past that rough spot. And some students, particularly honor students, are sometimes afraid to ask questions. They think they're going to look silly. But if you have a question, the odds are there are a number of other people in the class that have the same question or something very similar. So you're not only doing yourself a favor, you're also helping the other students in the class by calling to my attention as the professor something I haven't made as clear as I might, or something that's a little more complex than I thought it was going into the class. So hit the ground running, work hard, be consistent, don't procrastinate, but also don't be afraid to ask for help.